Bonjour, hola, hello traders. How are we? We speak several languages here at Simply Forex. We don't really. How are you? Hope you're all well. Welcome to the live stream where we look at the live charts with live people in real time. And yeah, we can analyze a few charts, take your questions, and we've got some news coming out as well, guys. All right, so that's what we're going to look at. Those of you that are new to the live stream, yeah, maybe some of you aren't, but those of you that are, please, this is your opportunity to ask as many questions as you like about trading. All right, it can be anything to do with trading, strategy, psychology, money management, support and resistance, trend, structure. What do my blue lines mean? Candlesticks. You know, anything you like, guys. Yeah, price action in general. So, guys, don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like. We also got news coming out, so we're going to play Guess the News game, which I know is a crowd pleaser amongst our viewers. I'm not sure if it is, but in my mind, I feel like a game show host when we do this. So at 1:30, someone please remind me, we have got PPI figures coming out of the US, right? So these are the forecasted figures. And then what we'll do, guys, we won't look at the news come out. We'll look at the charts and we will try and predict if the news was better than expected, worse than expected, or as expected. All right. I know. Contain the excitement. It is a wonderful game. My friends would probably disagree, but I generally quite like it. So we'll do that at 1:30. Maybe some of you are in US dollar trades, so it'll be interesting to see the reaction there. With regards to my trades, guys, as I said in my morning analysis vid, you know, it's slim pickings at the moment. There is not a lot going on, right? So yeah, I'm just waiting for Euro Aussie dollar. So I'm waiting for structure to change. I mean, this level here, so I want to short Euro Aussie dollar because the daily and the weekly told me to short it. But this level, funnily enough, is also H4 and a H1 level. So if you look at the H1, guys, yeah, we are in this uptrend. Yeah, as soon as we get a break of this low, yeah, I will be looking to sell Euro Aussie dollar, potentially all the way back down to here. If that happens, it might not. And also, if you just look at the H4, guys, you know, that's exactly where we would see a H4 break, right? That is in a H4 uptrend here. And here are the last lows as well. Interestingly, on the H4, we've stopped making highs here. So maybe that's the clue that this area may break down. All right. And that's an important point, guys. If we're in an uptrend like this, okay, and price gets to the last high and it stops making higher highs and we get a bearish reaction, quite a telltale sign that the trend has finished. Okay, and what will normally happen is you get a break, okay, a break of structure after that. And the opposite is true for a downtrend, right? If it stops making lower lows, we get a nice big bullish green candle. Yeah, chances are the trend has stopped and we will get a break of trend, you know, maybe something like this, breaks this level. Okay, so yeah, that is a real red flag that trend could be ending, guys. So worth pointing that out. So there you go, guys. I'm just waiting for Euro Aussie dollar. It's been I was saying this in the VIP Trading Academy, guys. Sitting on your hands is a skill, right? And for the last week and a half, that's exactly what we've had to do. You know, and it's not easy. Yeah, it took me, you know, lots of time to just have this patience to wait for a trade. You don't want to go chasing trades or hunting trades when the market is like this. That will rarely end well. As always, you let a trade come to you. And if you're not seeing much, you're not seeing much. You know, we can't force it. You know, we really can't. You know, even when I do the analysis vid in the morning, I almost want to give you trade ideas. But if there aren't any, I can't force it because I'll be giving you bad information if I did. So there you go, guys. We just have to sit on these hands, wait patiently, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe we get a sell trade on Euro Aussie dollar. Maybe we don't. Yeah, if my criteria isn't met, if I don't see a breakdown in structure, I will continue to sit on these hands until they are bright blue. Okay. Right, let's see who we have in the house. Father Sunglasses. How do you keep your emotions in check whilst trading? Father Sunglasses, always enjoy your questions and we will come back to that question. Shreyas, good day, Tom. Hope you're doing well. I'm all good, thank you. Like I say, we would like a setup, but the market is our king and it's not giving us one. So Father Sunglasses, yeah, don't feel too down when you lose and opposite when winning. Yeah, okay, we'll discuss that. Afternoon, Michael. Afternoon, Godwin. So Michael and Godwin, you can see their names appear in green. They have shown their support for the channel. Yeah, they are Simply Forex YouTube members, and you too can become a member. Rich Paul, what's up? Noor, how are you, mate? Is Father Sunglasses, is that bearish H1 candle on Euro Aussie dollar not an entry? No. Yeah, no. I have not had an entry on Euro Aussie dollar yet. Again, if we just follow structure, we are still in an uptrend. We are getting higher lows, not really higher highs, but these lows are not breaking. So I need to see a break of these lows. That's when I spring into action like Superman mixed with Bruce Lee, right? Then I'm interested. Okay, so it may not happen, and that is fine with me. Yeah, I just won't have a trade for today. Skelts, what's up, Skelts? Do we go over the Liverpool result last night? Skelts, this season has petered out for Liverpool very depressingly. So you'll notice I haven't even mentioned football. Yeah, it's just become a bit of a non-event our season. So excited to get this season over and done with and start next season. Yeah, we've got a new manager. Let's hope he can work his magic. Issam, afternoon, friends. Exactly. Gold, IQ Robert wants to look at gold. Robert, I always imagine you have a very high IQ if you use IQ in your name. CJ, afternoon, barbecue arriving today. More action than the market. Yes. CJ, when is the invite? When are we all coming round for the Simply Forex barbecue bonanza round CJ's house? Bring some beers and some sausages. Arthur, VIP is awesome. Thank you very much, Arthur. I will pay you later. Guys, yeah, check out the VIP if you haven't. You can get free access right now if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. Yeah, check out the promo. Greg, good day, Greg. Okay. The weather won't allow it. No, you cannot plan. I always plan. So I have a summer birthday, and I used to plan a barbecue in the UK. So I'd be like, right, come round mine, back garden, let's have a barbecue, and then it would piss down with rain in bloody the summer. So you cannot rely on the English weather, unfortunately. If you have a barbecue here, you don't even need a barbecue. You can just fry eggs on the side, on the pavement. Right. So guys, like I say, don't be shy. Get as many questions over to me as you like. Happy to answer as many as I can. So Father Sunglasses here has always got a good question for us. So let's start with this question. It's, how do you keep your emotions in check whilst trading? So one aspect of that, right? One aspect of that is having a very tightly knit plan, right? So I know if XYZ happens, I can enter a trade. So for example, Euro Aussie dollar, right, is the only trade I'm interested in today. And you can see I've got my alarm in here, right? Now, this doesn't require too much emotion from me, yeah? If price does this, right, comes up, and then price comes down and sets my alarm, right? I will then look at the chart and ask myself, do I have a trade, right? And if I can start selling here, put my stop loss above here and take profit down to there. So I know what I'm going to do before it even happens. I have a plan in place for my trade idea. Now, if you think about that, there's not going to be many, there's going to be no surprise. Well, there might be some surprises, but there's not going to be any surprises, guys, is there? If this happens, I'll enter it, and this is what I'll do. Yeah, my emotions don't even come in on the trade. Yeah, I know this will be 1%. Okay, I'll risk 1%, and this looks like it might be, you know, around 1% as well, and I get my risk to reward. Now, you know, if you have something planned rigidly, then it's difficult for emotions to get involved. The only time emotions get involved is when you trade like an idiot. Yeah, let's be honest. The only things that I can mess up here, right, is let's say I do one of these things, right? Let's say I start selling here. Yeah, so first and foremost, that is not part of my strategy. I have been impatient. Okay, and then let's say price bounces off this level and it comes all the way back up here and takes out my stop loss, right? Emotions will get involved then because I haven't followed my strategy and I've been an idiot, right? Let's look at another scenario, right? Let's imagine price does this, okay? And I enter the trade, right? I start selling here. We've had a big bearish candle that broke these lows, and I start selling here, right? Now, I put my stop loss above here, but this time I'm going to risk 3%, right? So again, this is being an idiot because this is not following my money management plan, okay? This will lead to emotions. I'm now trading too much, right? Okay. You know, other things like this, you know, let's say, yeah, price does this, and then we get the break, right? My stop loss is here, and then price comes all the way back up to here, right? And I can see it coming up. So I start moving my stop loss up to here, which is now increasing my risk even further. Yeah, that would make me emotional, right? Things like this, a lot of common errors that you make. That's the real reason and the root of any emotions that you have in the market, right? If price, sorry guys, I'm just going to take a quick look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, where were we? Back at Euro Aussie dollar. So that's what you need to understand, guys. It's bad trading will lead to emotions, yeah, and I'm talking about negative emotions. Now, to combat that, don't trade like an idiot. I know that may seem flippant, and you're like, Tom, I don't want to trade like an idiot, you know, but just stick to your plan. Yeah, if it's not part of your plan, don't trade it, right? You know, don't overextend risk, don't move stop losses, don't move your targets, you know, and, you know, unless the market's telling you, but stick to a rigid plan, and then negative emotions will find it difficult to come in. Okay. Also, things like you might have done a silly trade earlier on in the day. So this emotions really snowball. Okay. And I'll give you one example. So, you know, when you play golf, or maybe you haven't, or a sport. So when I play golf, right, it's such a mental game, as is trading. Okay. Now, when I play golf, I'm not very good, right? Let's get that clear. Okay. And when I play golf, if I do a shit shot, okay, that will snowball into another shit shot and another shit shot, because your emotions have got involved. You're like, oh, this bloody golf is so difficult, you know, and it will lead to more bad shots. It's the same with trading. Yeah, you, like the golfers do, if you have a bad trade, you need to forget that trade immediately. You cannot stew on it. Yeah. Okay. Fine. You made a bad trade. You made a mistake. Well, I'm not saying I'm not saying an unsuccessful trade. I'm saying a bad trade. You made a mistake, right? But forget it. You're going to make mistakes now and again. You're only human, right? So forgive yourself quickly, and just you've got to be very thick-skinned and just move stuff out of your mind as quick as you can. Yeah. And because you're only as good as your next trade, and that's what all your energy and focus needs to go into. You don't want to spend energy on and focus on, oh, that trade I did earlier, it was terrible, why did I do it? You know, it's just a waste of energy, right? Focus on the next good trade. So that's like negative emotions, right? Positive emotions is you know, you become a bit euphoric and you feel like you can trade anything. Yeah. So let's say I've had a week of winning trades. I'm up 6%. You know, like I'm a trading genius, right? And then what you'll start doing is, you know, you'll start taking trades up here. You're like, right, I want to sell euro Aussie dollar. I'm going to get in early, right? I'm going to get in early because how I'm reading the market is unbeatable. Yeah, I'm going to get in early here, put my stop above here, right? And I'm looking to take it down to here. So that's emotions of joy and, you know, and success, you know, happy emotions. They can be dangerous as well. Yeah, if you're ecstatic and you're trading brilliantly, because what you'll do, you'll jump into things that aren't exactly quite your setup, but you'll justify it because I'm an unbelievable trader and I can do no wrong. So you've got to keep that side in check as well. All right. So, you know, but I would rather have the, you know, the positive emotions than the negative, but the positive emotions are still dangerous and you need to keep them in check. If you start getting too cocky and thinking you're invincible, the market will humble you as quickly as you can say Dick Van Dyke. All right. So yeah, Father Sunglasses, yeah, I hope that helps. And how do I keep this in check? Well, yeah, by planning what I'm going to do. Yeah, my most important hour of the day, and pretty much where all my good trades stem from, is the daily filter that I do. So in the VIP Trading Academy, I do a tutorial on my daily filter, which looks at the weekly and the daily and gives me my direction. Then I drop down to the H4 and H1 and I pinpoint my areas that I want to enter from. And then, you know, there are no surprises. Yeah. You don't want to be a reactive trader because that creates impulse. Yeah. You want to plan your trades. If you don't, you will become impulsive and you will jump into things. So like I say, that daily filter, if you're interested in that, guys, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. Okay. In there, I give you all of my trade signals. I give you like years and years worth of tutorials that I've learned. And also you get access to me as well, guys. Like if you've got any questions you need help with, you can ask me. All right. And that's all in the VIP Trading Academy, which is free right now if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. So check it out. So yeah, I hope that helps. It all comes from good planning and working from a good and knowing what I'm going to do before I do it. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Father Sunglasses. You know, and also things like you don't look at the screen all day. Yeah. I set up my alarm, right? Set my alarm up. Just wait. Yeah. If that alarm doesn't ever get hit all day, price does this, I don't have a trade. Yeah. So be it. No problem. Yeah, what else just helps me keep my emotions in check? Yeah, I don't look at the screen all day. I set up my alarms and just try and switch off from trading. Yeah, if my alarms don't go off, then, you know, chances are I'm not interested. I'll just drift in and out during the day, take a look at the laptop. You know, if nothing's setting up, I might go and, you know, read a book, go to a coffee shop, you know, play some pool, whatever. You know, you don't need, you don't want you to be all consumed by the charts, because then that can make you emotional. All right, so I hope that helps, Father Sunglasses. Do you hold trades over the weekend? We got another question here. So yeah, rarely. Now and again I will, you know, to be honest with you, I want to be done by the New York Open on Friday. Yeah. So if I can get into a trade Friday early enough, right, then I'm usually done by the New York Open, or the trade hits target or hits hedge before before the New York Open finishes. Yeah, I'm not entering trades during the New York Open on Friday. Yeah, because I don't necessarily want to be in trades over the weekend. You know, swaps fees can be a big thing. You know, and you just don't know what can happen over the weekend. You know, you can have big gap ups or gap downs, but now and again I will. So Rich Paul has got a question here. Do you count indecision candlesticks as a break of structure? So no, right? So let's look at an example. So you mean wicks, Rich Paul, really? So this level here on the H1, okay, let me have a quick drink. Getting thirsty stuff, this YouTubing and trading. Trading not so much, more YouTubing. Yeah, and guys, before I have a drink, if I could ask you to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please come join me and the Crazy Editor. And also, guys, smash the like button right now. It helps support the vid. I'm going to have a quick drink. So I understand your question, Rich Paul, but this level hasn't broken. So why hasn't it broken? Because all of these wicks have closed back inside one another. So this level has held, right? For this level to break, so basically if wicks do not count as a structure break for me, right? If I saw a candle, let's say this green candle finished like this. My candles get worse every week. I need to go on a drawing course, right? Let's say we had a candle that finished like that, right? And it's broken that high. The body of the candle has finished there, and therefore that is a break of this high. All right, so it has to be the body of the candle break the previous high or low. Okay, and as you can see, none of these wicks have done that. Yeah. So yeah, I hope that helps with that, Rich Paul. And again, guys, I have numerous tutorials on all of these things, right? So check out the VIP Trading Academy. What else have we got here, guys? We've got loads of good questions coming in. So we appreciate your questions, guys. Yeah. I enjoy your questions, believe it or not. You know, I'm a bit, if you ask the editor, I like to talk trading. Him, not so much. He's not a trader, really, although he's learning. Anyway, Daniel, do you hold your trades during major news events, or do you exit before? So again, Daniel, I have an in-depth tutorial on how I deal with a trade if I'm in news. So it depends. If I'm in profit, I will close some profit. I will take some profit, potentially move my stop to break even. If I'm at roughly break even, I'll just close the trade. And if I'm negative, depending on how negative I am, I will probably just let the trade run. Yeah, if it's very close to my stop loss and the trade wasn't going well anyway, then really you've got nothing to lose during the news. As a rule, I don't want to be in a trade when there's big news, and I try and plan around that. But inevitably, now and again, you will find yourself. And like I said, that's how I manage it. Okay, Poo Poppy, please leave a like. Thank you, Poo Poppy. Where have you been, Poo Poppy? We've missed you. Father Sunglass, Leffen, have a plan, stick to it. Yes. that will help you no end. Yeah, it will help you from a strategy point of view, a money management point of view, and most importantly, a psychological point of view. Okay. Yeah, CJ, Tom, don't mention golf, basically. 9 out of 10 go right into the woods. Yeah, okay. You're a better golfer than me, CJ. About 10 out of 10 of mine go into the woods. I spend more time in the sand than David Hasselhoff. That's my favorite golf saying. Michael, hello. Aya, hello. Colin, how are you, mate? Poo Poppy's guilty at looking at the screen too much. Yeah. So looking at the screen all day, guys, if you're new to trading, you need to look at the screen, right? You need to understand how price moves, and you need to understand price action. You need to understand trend, structure, candlesticks, plot support and resistance levels, yeah, different time frame analysis. So at the start, you do need to spend screen time because you need to understand what's going on. But now I don't, guys. It almost like less screen time, the better for me now. Right, what else are we looking at? Kibria, would you mind having a look at gold analysis, please? Yes, we can certainly do that. And then Poo Poppy, actually Poo Poppy's a member, so we'll do that first. Pound New Zealand dollar or Euro New Zealand dollar. So Poo Poppy's asking which trade looks better, Pound New Zealand dollar or Euro New Zealand dollar. So this will be interesting, guys, right? Let's analyze this together. So first and foremost, yeah, Pound New Zealand dollar, has broken this level, right? We discussed this the other day, actually. So we was in an uptrend and it has broken this level, okay? But it is at the moving average 20, right? Okay, so that would lead me to be less inclined to buy this, right? Because you're asking me which looks better for buys, right? So Pound New Zealand so far doesn't look good. If we look at the day chart, also, if we look at Pound New Zealand dollar, we was in this range. It's broken down and we are back at this area. What was once support, yeah, can become resistance. So I do not want to buy this area. If anything, I want to sell Pound New Zealand dollar. Okay. Okay, Shreyas, thank you for reminding me we have news in a minute. All right. So yeah, Pound New Zealand dollar looks like a sell trade to me, to be quite honest. If we look at Euro New Zealand dollar, okay, we're going to do Euro New Zealand dollar very shortly because we have the news coming out. All right, and I'll carry on this analysis. But we're going to play, drum roll please, we're going to play Guess the News game. Woohoo! Come on down. So let's find a US dollar pair. Let's go on the hourly chart so we can see the reaction. And we are going to play, let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. So there's an interesting level here, right? We are going to play, I think this is an old one, Guess the News game. All right, so news is coming out in 7, 6, 5, and judging by the reaction, let's decide if the US dollar data was worse or better than expected. Okay, so that's very good indeed, right? So that is shooting down like no tomorrow. Yeah, so that's so that's US dollar strength galore. Okay, so we do not need to really look at the news, guys, right? That is telling us humongous US dollar strength, right? Okay, what else? Yeah, okay, sorry guys, yeah, so this is telling us humongous US dollar strength, guys, all right? So bearing that in mind, we expect the PPI data to be far better than expected. Yeah, let's have a look at a couple of other US dollar pairs as well. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar. So again, this is flying. Okay, it's flying down. It's having a reaction now. Let's have a look at pound US dollar. Right, but that was a very strong US dollar reaction, guys. So let's take a look, and we're going to say it was a lot better than expected. There you go. Yeah, a lot better than expected. You know, 0.2 to 0.5 and 0.3 to 0.5. So that was really good PPI numbers. And PPI is like inflation for businesses, really. Christ, we've got alarms galore going off. These must be old alarms, guys. All right. But yeah, there you go, guys. You know, a very bullish reaction for US dollar. Okay, so if you're in any US dollar pairs, guys, then yeah, I hope you're with US dollar strength. All right, let's go back to Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, this has clearly had a reaction now as well. So we were comparing pound New Zealand dollar. Sorry, guys, I've got a lot of moving parts going on. I have to remember where we are, and I have to look at your live chat as well. So if we go back to the live chat, yeah, what was better, pound New Zealand dollar or euro New Zealand dollar? So we've already looked at pound New Zealand dollar. Let's now look at euro New Zealand dollar. Now it's crazy how different these two pairs look. So if you think about pound New Zealand dollar and euro New Zealand dollar, they are going to be highly correlated, right? Highly correlated. Now, if we look at structure on euro New Zealand dollar, you can see that we are in an uptrend stroke range. We're getting higher highs, higher lows, and then we find ourselves in this range. Right? So on the weekly chart, if we're in an uptrend stroke range, it makes sense to buy from the bottom of the range to the top of the range. Yeah, makes sense too. Okay, so I much prefer this to pound New Zealand dollar in terms of buying it. If we look at the day chart now, what I really need to see is this, guys. You can see this is the last daily high. Okay, yeah. So on the day chart, we are in a downtrend. Okay, stroke range potentially, right? But we are in a downtrend stroke range. So I would become very interested in buying this if we get a break of this level. If we get a break of this level, right, imagine structure now. Yeah, it will, let's say it happens like this, and then bang. Not only would we have a daily uptrend, we would be getting, because it's broken this level, we would be getting higher highs. Yeah, we'd also be getting higher lows if this kind of structure played out. And then I would be very interested in buying euro New Zealand dollar all the way back up to here. All right, guys. So yeah, there you go. That's I would 100% prefer to buy euro New Zealand dollar than pound New Zealand dollar, but I would still need to see a break of daily structure. All right, so maybe it even happens today. Let's see what happens at this level today. If we get a nice green candle tomorrow, I would be interested in buying this 100%. All right, Poo Poppy. So I hope that answers your question. Right, what else are we looking at? So Kabir, you wanted to look at gold. So let's have a quick look at gold. Gold's a tricky one. All right, so let's start with weekly, right? And the problem with this is even if we do like buys, right, there's all this weekly selling pressure in here. I know this is a humongous resistance level, but in here there are sellers. Are they here, 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 or here? We don't know, but there are sellers in here, right? That's not me guessing that there are sellers. That is the market telling me. These wicks are telling me that sellers are sitting in that level, right? They're waiting for buyers to come in, and then they will bash that back down like this, right? There are sellers here. Now, if we look at the day chart, you know, we're in an uptrend, right? We were in this downtrend, and then price has kind of done this. Okay, so we are in an uptrend. We are getting higher highs, higher lows, right? We're in an uptrend. And potentially we're at a very nice area. What was once resistance becomes good support, right? This could potentially be a very nice area for buys. There's a couple of big buts though, right? You've got to be careful what nightclub you say that in. But there's a couple of big buts. The first big but, I just like saying big but. The first big but is this candle, right? I do not want to buy that candle. So it's not a trade for me today. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, but I do not want to buy that candle. It's too bearish. Okay, and look at that wick as well. Sellers are in control. And also, it's literally just pinging out of this weekly resistance level that we spoke about. So I really like the level for buys, but the candle isn't good for buying, and this weekly level has made sellers enter the market. So for me, gold is a little bit of a stay out for the time being. If we got a candle that looks something like this, let's say this candle looked exactly like this, right? But then tomorrow we end up getting a green candle that looks something like this. Then we need to consider, is it worth buying up to here? Because I have this candle would be a very appealing candle to buy. Yeah, then we need to think, you know, can we take it up to here? So tricky, guys. Yeah, trade for me, not right now. Potentially, if we start seeing some real bullish candles off this level, then maybe we can take it back up to here. Right, Krabia, so I hope that helps you. And guys, if you enjoy my analysis, enjoy my live streams, then please come join us. Join us and then smash the like button, guys. It really helps support the channel. Also, just a few things to mention, guys. If you haven't joined our trading community, then why not? It's free to come in. Yeah, come join our free Discord channel where you'll meet like-minded traders sharing knowledge, ideas, and experiences. All you need to do is create a username and verify yourself. Simple as that. Also, guys, right now we are offering you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. In there, I give you all of my trade ideas and signals. I give you numerous tutorials on things I've learned over the years, and you get access to me and you can ask me questions if you're stuck with anything, guys. All right, so come check that out. We have a promo which makes it free at the moment. And then finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's many perks for doing so. Right, what else are we looking at? Right, Michael, I was sitting in the field at 4 o'clock last Friday and I saw Bitcoin M15 structure breakdown after the Michigan consumer sentiment was released. I saw the power of break of structure. There is nothing, in my opinion, right? There is nothing more powerful than a break of structure, right? That's all I look for on the lower time frames. So if we look at Euro Aussie dollar, okay, I am just waiting for a break of structure. Now, look at that crazy candle. That's on the back of news, right? Now, as soon as I get, this is the trade I'm waiting on. As soon as I get, yeah, a break of structure, I am all over it. There is no better indicator. You know, no indicator comes close to understanding price action and when a market structure breaks. Because when it breaks, it means it's changed trend, and in this case, to a downtrend. and sellers are in control, right? And I want sellers to be in control. All right, so it's as simple as that. Wait for a structure break, or you basically trade with trend. Every time I enter a trade, it isn't always a structure break. Sometimes it's just a retrace with a trend. Let me explain this, guys, right? That's not what I wanted to press. Okay, now, pretty much, right, if I want to sell Euro Aussie dollar, okay, I want to sell Euro Aussie dollar. Right now, the market's like this, okay? So I need to see a downtrend. The downtrend happens here when I get a break of this level, because we then have lower lows, lower highs. We're in a downtrend. So that's the first way I can enter a trade. The second way is Euro Aussie dollar, and this is on the H1 chart, right? The second way is that Euro Aussie dollar on the H1 chart is already in a downtrend on the H1, right? And we're here. All I want is a pullback into this level. Then also I can enter this trade because it's with trend. So I'm either going to enter with trend, or I'm either going to enter with trend or a break of structure so that it is in a downtrend. And that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, human nature is to overcomplicate things. Keep it that simple, right? I guess the real skill lies in understanding the pairs to look at. You know, you do this daily filter that I spoke about, you know, and then you sort of, you know, find entries as well, you know, so they, of course it takes some skill, but generally speaking, those are your two options to enter a trade, right? So keep it that simple, guys. Hi Tom, what if the Euro New Zealand, the daily closed below the moving average 20? So I hear you with that. So I sometimes will take a trade if a buy trade, if I am below the moving average 20. Probably doesn't happen that often, but I will take a buy trade if I like the setup and the break of structure, the weekly and the daily structure, you know, everything's pointing in the same direction. Then occasionally I will take a buy below the moving average 20. Yeah, occasionally. But good question. Yeah, you know, I know I always bang on about the moving average 20, and it is important to me. But sometimes if I have enough confluence, then I will take a trade below the moving average 20 for buys. Hope that made sense. Heath Hayden, sorry I'm late, Tom, at work. Heath, detention again. I'm only joking. Father Sunglasses, is there any offer on the VIP without signing up with a broker? I remember a few months ago there was a 50% off and I wish I took it. Been patiently waiting for the offer to come back. There's nothing planned. This is the offer at the moment, Father Sunglasses. You know, we give you free access if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. And all of our brokers are, you know, award-winning, reputable brokers. It's important to mention that. Yeah, we're not going to partner up with any old broker. And that is the promotion at the moment. But if we do run anything in the future, Father Sunglasses, we will let you know straight away. Okay. All right, guys, and I've just noticed the time. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Thanks for all of your questions. We really appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you haven't. Check out all of our promotions and other features that we do in the video description. Have a great trading day,